So today's lesson still continues working with volume. However, what we're going to be doing is packing with fractional unit cubes. So before, what we were doing with volume before, we're working with a cube that has 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch, length, width, and height. So we use a 1 by 1 by 1 cube to fill a prism. Oh, by the way, this symbol here means therefore. Therefore, the volume of the prism also equals the number of cubes. So if I have a prism that might be, let's say it is, oops, that's an ugly looking prism, sorry about that. Say it's 2, 3, and 2, and I want to see 1 inch cubes will fit this 2 by 3 by 2 inch cube. I would take volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals 2 times 3 times 2. Volume equals 2 times 3 is 6 times 2 is 12 inches cubed. So 12 of these would go into this area. Now, of course, scale, they're not to scale, but that's what we did before. Now, instead of using 1 inch cubes, what if our cubes were half the size? All right, so if it's half the size, that means would we have more or less cubes to go in here? Well, they're half the size, so we're going to have more cubes going here. But this is volume. So we're using a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch cube to go in here. So think about this. We're not going to go through the whole entire thing, but until we get to the easy part by using our formula or our steps. So if I have a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, I know I need, oh golly, 4 of them to make 2 wide, because 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1, and I'm going to need 2 inches, so that means I'm going to need 4 of these to make it the width of 2. I know it sounds a little confusing, but this is what we need to do. So instead of packing this with 1/2 inch cubes, there is a way to do this. So, like I said before, how many cubes will fill a rectangular prism with the length of 5, the width of 5, the height of 5? Well, we would just use volume for a 1 inch cube. Now, how many 1/2 inch cubes will fill the prism? Will fill this prism. So we have to do some extra work. So it's like we're dividing the prism by the volume of the cube, the 1/2 by 1/2 by 1/2 cube. And when I do that, the volume of a 1/2 cube is 1 times 1 times 1. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So this would be the volume that I would have to use. Now, that probably is a little confusing. So we're going to turn the page and really look at this. So here's the first thing that we're going to write down. The steps to finding how many fractional cubes can fit into a prism. The first thing that we're going to do is find the volume of the large prism. We can do that. The second step would be to find the volume of the small cube. That's the one that's being packed into the prism. Step 3, this is ultimately the most important step. You're going to divide the large volume by the small volume. Oh, and number 4 is that's how many cubes, the number of cubes to fill the large prism. All right, so let's look at this as an example. So of course, I'm going to draw myself a cube. Now this cube, although it looks like it could be a centimeter, we're going to say that it is 1/3 of a centimeter. And this is 1/3 of a centimeter, and this is 1/3 of a centimeter. Now, that's my small cube. Here is my large prism. And this large prism is 5 by 5 by 5. This prism also happens to be a cube, but it can still work. We're going to say this is, we said it was centimeters, so these are centimeters as well. You have to have units that match. So step 1, find the volume of the large prism. So I say volume equals length times width times height. Volume equals 5 times 5 times 5. Volume equals 25 times 5. And you notice I'm doing this one operation at a time. I first multiplied 5 times 5. Now I think, ooh, if I had 5 quarters, how much would I have? I'd have $1.25 or 125 cents. Okay, so there's my volume of my large. Okay, so that is my centimeters cubed. So that means if I had 1-inch cubes, I would have 125 1-inch cubes to fill that, but I don't. I have cubes that are 1/3 by 1/3 by 1/3. So step 2 is to find the volume of the small cube. So again, I always write down my formula. And volume is 1/3 times 1/3 times 1/3. And then I multiply. Remember, multiplying fractions is so much easier than adding. All we do is multiply the numerator. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Some people were saying 3, but that would be addition. Now 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Some people were saying 9 and 18, so that was a mixture of it. Remember, it's 3 times 3, which is 9 times 3, which is 27. So here's the kicker. Divide the large volume by the small volume. So I'm going to go ahead like this. The large was 125 divided by 127. Now, if you don't remember this, you're going to need to write this down. We want to keep, change, flip. We keep the first number. We change the division to the inverse, which is to multiply, and we flip to the reciprocal. That means my numerator is now my denominator, and my denominator is now my numerator. Remember, every whole number is a fraction. So now what I can do is multiply. Now, people are still having difficulty multiplying 2-digit by 3-digit. Please pay close attention. So I'm going to take 7 times 5 is 35, and I regroup. Now I'm taking my basic fact of 7 times 2, and I'm going to add 3 tens. 7 times 2, really it's like saying 7 times 20, but I leave it as a basic fact. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 tens is 17. I put that there, and I regroup. I still have to keep going because I'm not done with 7 times this whole number. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 100 is 8. Oh, 875. 7 times 125 is 875. Now I give it a hug because I'm moving over place values. I give it a kiss because I'm done with this place value, and I'm going to get rid of this and this. Now I can multiply 2 times 5, which is 10. It's actually saying 2 20 times 5, but we use the basic fact. 2 times 5 is 10. I regroup. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1, 10 is 5. And then I take 2 times 2, and I end up with 3,375 cubes. Now remember, if I was just using 1-inch cubes, it would be 125 that would fill that. But since I'm using 1/3 inch cubes, it's going to be 3,375. Let me make sure I did this right. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17. Regroup. 7 times 1 plus 1. There we go. Give it a hug and a kiss. Get rid of this and this. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5. 2 times 1. Yes. Okay, it worked out well. And that's how you do it, friends.